Their loyalty was mine after I gained financial freedom. Shen Yuan, while alone in his office, received a text from Lin Yu Chong saying, "Shen Yuan, are you free tonight? Want to grab a drink?" Shen Yuan said to himself. Back then she said, "Next time we will continue." I did not expect it to be so soon. He typed back, "Are you sure you just want a drink?" Then he sent a message, 9 o'clock tonight. Lin Yu Chong blushed. Shen Yuan actually replied instantly. I did not expect that after just 2 nights of drinking with him, that kind of thing would happen. And I even felt that teenage flutter of first love again. She tried to doze off, absent-mindedly playing with her sexy, soft legs, whispering, "I really hope time moves faster. Hurry up and be 9 o'clock already." A few moments later, Shen Yuan looked at his G-Wagon and noticed a lot of love letters on his windshield and side mirrors. He picked up one of the notes. It read, "Can we be friends? Bus size, 36E. Here is my contact info." Shen Yuan silently broke into a cold sweat. Suddenly, a beautiful lady waved at him. "Hi, Shen Yuan." Her sister, with a huge soft chest, added, "My sister and I want to go shopping. Could you give us a ride?" Shen Yuan looked back at them while cleaning his windshield. Then he opened the door and said, "Sorry, I have someone else to pick up soon. There is not enough room." The sexy sister said, "Oh, then can we at least add you on WeChat? Maybe we can hang out next time." Shen Yuan rolled his window down a little and replied, "Sorry, my WeChat contact list is full. I cannot add more people right now." The sisters looked at Shen Yuan silently. Lao Sao, watching from the side, said, "You see that? That is what it is like being rich. The kind of girls we cannot even dream of. He just brushes them off." Lao Huang added, "He is just taller, better looking, and richer. Why do so many girls like him?" Lao Sao said, "Just a little richer? That is a 3 million yuan G-Class Benz. We might never earn that in a lifetime." Lao Huang sighed. "With a car like that, forget girls. I want to get in the car." Lao Sao said, "Bro, you are a guy. Have some dignity." Lao Huang said, "A guy, so what? If it meant financial freedom, I would pledge loyalty too." Lao Sao replied, thinking about it, "Not the worst idea." At 9 o'clock, Shen Yuan and Lin Yu Chong met at the coffee shop. Shen Yuan asked, "More troubles at home?" Lin Yu Chong replied, "Shen Yuan, I want to ask you something." "Go ahead." She blushed and asked, "Do you believe in love?" As she played with her drink, Shen Yuan thought of a girl and said, "You could say I do, or say I do not." And then he said to himself, "In high school, I really did believe in love. That fluttering feeling with my first love, that had to be real love. After the breakup, I never felt that again. Not with Zhou wanting, not with Nana, Lulu, or Hui Hui. Something was always missing." Lin Yu Chong pouted. "Shen Yuan, that answer is way too vague." Suddenly, her phone rang. She answered, "Yes, I am calling about an air conditioner repair." The repairman on the other end said, "When would be a good time? We can arrange for someone to come over." Lin Yu Chong replied, "Anytime tomorrow. Morning or afternoon works." "All right, our technician will call you tomorrow." "Thanks." Shen Yuan asked, "Your AC broke?" She nodded. "Yeah, it has been days. I have just been using a fan at night." Shen Yuan said, "You did not need to call a repair guy. I am pretty good at this stuff." Lin Yu Chong looked at him, surprised. "You know how to fix air conditioners?" Shen Yuan said to himself, "System, I want to use my last skill pack redemption card." A system notification appeared. Host may choose from basic cooking and basic combat and basic appliance repair and basic race car driving. Shen Yuan said to the system, "Basic appliance repair." He pressed redeem. A system notification confirmed, "Redemption successful. Host can now repair televisions, refrigerators, exhaust fans, and air conditioners." Shen Yuan looked at his hands and said to himself, "My hands suddenly feel more nimble. This must be the dexterity boost for using tools like screwdrivers and wrenches." He looked at Lin Yu Chong and said, "Of course I can fix it. I learned this trade. Is your husband home?" Lin Yu Chong replied, "No, why?" A few moments later, at Lin Yu Chong's place, Shen Yuan began to open the split-type air conditioner. Lin Yu Chong thought to herself, Zhang Shanyong said he would not be home tonight. The kid is at his grandparents' in the countryside, so bringing Shen Yuan back, even if it is just for the AC repair, it still feels a little off. Shen Yuan said, "It is just dusty from not being cleaned in a while. I will clear out the dust and wash the filter. It will be fine." Lin Yu Chong thought before letting him in, "I was still worried he might try something, but now that we are alone in the house, is he really just here to fix the AC?" Starting to doubt my own attractiveness a bit, she then left the room and said to herself, feeling a bit messy in the head, "Going to take a shower to clear my thoughts." Lin Yu Chong said aloud, Shen Yuan, thanks, I will go take a shower real quick. And 15 minutes later, Lin Yu Chong came out of the shower, wet and in a comfortable outfit. She was shocked as the air was cool. Shen Yuan said, there, cold air. Lin Yu Chong said, wow, it really works. Thanks, Shen Yuan. I do not even know how to thank you. Shen Yuan said, want to thank me? Come here. As Shen Yuan pulled her close, Lin Yu Chong sat down and thought to herself, what if Zheng Xinyong comes back right now? She whispered, no. Suddenly, Shen Yuan pushed her onto the bed and said, why not? He came closer and said, from now on, if anything in the house breaks, let me fix it. Your heart and your body. Let me fix those too. As Shen Yuan took off her slightly wet shorts, Lin Yu Chong looked away, blushing, and seductively whispered, Shen Yuan, Shen Yuan. She gripped the blankets tighter. Lin Yu Chong peeked at Shen Yuan and thought to herself, let us just call it payment for fixing the air conditioner. It is not like he has not already had me before, so this is what it feels like to fully get into the moment. She hugged Shen Yuan tightly and thought, compared to this, being with Zheng Xianyong felt like a complete waste of time. He is just so weak. A few moments later, in the elevator, Zheng Xianyong, drunk, said, damn it, disgusting. He walked down the hallway and said, you act all high and mighty when we drink, but you will not even do it for more cash. He opened the door. Lin Yu Chong sweated and thought to herself, oh no, was that the door? Zheng Xianyong actually came home? Lin Yu Chong looked at Shen Yuan and gestured, shh. She thought, if Zheng Xianyong really finds out, I will lose all the advantages of getting a divorce and splitting the assets. I might even be ruined completely. Shen Yuan stood up and said, I will go lock the door. Lin Yu Chang was shocked. She thought, how is his heart so calm in a situation like this? She watched Shen Yuan locking the door. Outside, Zheng Xianyong said, huh? No one is home. And she left the air conditioner running. You think electricity is free? Inside, Shen Yuan went back to Lin Yu Chong. Zheng Xianyong, still drunk, said, stupid woman, lazing around all day doing nothing, can't even handle simple chores, can't even pour me a glass of water. Lin Yu Chong tried to open the room and thought, what is going on? Why is the door locked from the inside? Shen Yuan came closer to Lin Yu Chang and said, shh. Miss, you do not want your husband to have a hard time, do you? Lin Yu Chang closed her mouth as Shen Yuan played it down and crouched. Outside, Zheng Xianyong said, still holding a grudge with me, huh? So I came home late. Big deal. Sitting in my position, of course I have to attend some social events. Inside, Lin Yu Chang tried to be quiet while Shen Yuan did his own business. Zheng Xianyong opened the guest room and said, not letting me in? Fine. At least I do not have to do any husbandly duties tonight. Even better, I will be more energized for tomorrow. He collapsed onto the bed and said, yeah, tomorrow night, the bar. A few moments later, Zheng Xianyong said, huff, huff. As Shen Yuan placed Lin Yu Chong against the wall, Lin Yu Chong whispered, Shen Yuan, not so loud. My husband is just on the other side of the wall. Shen Yuan said, he is already asleep. He will not hear a thing. Relax. That is what makes it so thrilling. As Zheng Xianyong scratched his behind in the other room, he drooled. Shen Yuan said, his snoring is so loud I am, moving in rhythm without even realizing it. Lin Yu Chang trembled in pleasure, thinking to herself, Shen Yuan is playing with fire. I cannot lose control. I absolutely cannot make a sound. Absolutely. As she made an ahegao face and continued telling herself, but he is right. This feeling is just unbeatable. The next morning, Zheng Xianyong woke up and sat up saying, ugh, my head. That bar must have sold fake booze last night. He came outside and saw Lin Yu Chong in the kitchen preparing breakfast. Zheng Xianyong said to himself, what is this? She has not made breakfast in 2 years. What has gotten into her? But having a good wife at home and side options outside, this is the life. A man's life should be just like this. Zheng Xianyong said, you locked the door again last night. How was your sleep? Lin Yu Ching replied, slept great. Zheng Xianyong sweated and said to himself, wait, this is too strange. She is suddenly so nice to me. Something must be up. He then stormed into their room and said to himself, did she do something behind my back? No hair on the bed, no strange stains, trash bin is clean, no tissues, no signs of protection either. Maybe I am just overthinking. As he sat down at the table, Lin Yu Chang said, let's eat. Zheng Xianyong said, I could have sworn I heard some banging against the wall in my dreams. Did you hear anything? Lin Yu Chong said, nope, you must have imagined it. I slept really well. Zhang Zhanyong said. Then I must have imagined it. Didn't you say the air conditioner was broken? It seems fine to me now. Lin Yu Chong said. I had someone come fix it. She poured herself a glass of milk and thought to herself, that sound you heard was the air conditioner being repaired. He did not just fix the AC, he fixed my heart too. She blushed as she thought of the fun thing she did last night with Shen Yuan. Meanwhile, at the cafe, Li Ying, Zhou Wanting's bestie, said, Wanting, what's wrong with you? 2 days without sleep? What happened? Zhou Wanting said, Ying Ying, you do not get it. My ex is living the high life now. I seriously feel like dying. Li Ying sat down beside her and asked, which ex? Zhou Wanting said, Shen Yuan, duh. You make it sound like I had a whole list. Li Ying said, how did Shen Yuan get rich? Didn't he sell his car after his family went bankrupt? Zhou Wanting said, you have no idea. After we broke up, it was like he took off. Spent $3 million buying a house for some woman. Bought a Porsche 911 for a fitness trainer. That was another $2 million. Li Ying said, seriously? Over $5 million spent just like that? How do you know it is true? Zhou Wanting said, that woman was my personal trainer. She told me herself. Even posted about the car on social media. She showed her phone. Li Ying took her Chinese phone and Zhou Wanting continued. After she got with Shen Yuan, she quit her job. Ying Ying, why am I so unlucky? That should have been me. She thought to herself, I must have been out of my mind back then. I actually dumped Shen Yuan for Hu Jun? Now that Shen Yuan is rich, I cannot even sleep at night. Li Ying said, Wanting, the past is the past. Just find someone new. With your looks, it is not hard to find a good guy. You work at an airline. You meet rich men all the time. A millionaire is easy to find. Zhou Wanting smirked and said, a millionaire? I would not even look at someone worth less than 10 million now. Li Ying sweated after hearing Zhou Wanting. Zhou Wanting suddenly stood up, determined and a bit crazy, saying, Ying Ying, I want to get back with Shen Yuan. She then looked down and said, but Shen Yuan blocked me on WeChat and phone. I cannot even find him at school. How can he be so heartless? Li Ying said, it is too late to think about that now. Just live your life and lower your expectations a bit. Zhou Wanting looked crazy at Li Ying and said, Ying Ying, you are my bestie. You know me. I cannot lower my standards now. Not one bit. Just thinking about how Shen Yuan is throwing cash at those other women makes my heart bleed. That money should have been mine. As she grabbed Li Ying's wrist and pulled her, saying, no way, Ying Ying. You have to come with me to find him. Li Ying secretly wrote a message on her phone as she was being dragged out by Zhou Wanting. The message said, someone drop me the number for Xingqing Mental Hospital as soon as possible. My friend is losing it. If a doctor does not come soon, something bad is going to happen. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.